Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L coming in with a small is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon or Dan Machi trivia / what you missed video covering content that couldn't make it into the anime adaptation. This time around I want to tell you a little bit about some of the material that was lost when Hestia was giving Belle options while they were being chased by the Apollo Familia. But yo, before we get into the video proper, if you end up liking this video, please leave a like and share it to people you think will also like it. Also, consider subscribing for more Dan Machi content. Sharing the video, commenting, liking, and subscribing are very easy ways for you to make a difference for this channel, and I will greatly appreciate it. Anyway, let's just jump into the actual video proper. Now, in terms of the dialogue for this scene, it's actually really cool to see how close the anime dialogue was to the original light novel dialogue. Although I will state for the record, the novel used more powerful words, using like instead of love and respect instead of revere. It's not really a big deal and can ultimately be chalked up to just, translation differences, but it was still worth noting. Anyway, the worthwhile missing content comes from the narrator of the Dan Machi story. The narrator just informs us of what's going on through the characters' minds at any given point. Now for Hestia, it's pretty easy to see what she's thinking. As she says, she's ready to abandon all the friends she knows if it's for Belle. Hestia is very straightforward. The point of interest, however, is Belle's thought process. Because despite how the anime portrayed it, the kid actually has a lot going through his head during this scene. First, when Hestia suggests running away, Belle fantasizes about the two of them wandering around the world exploring, and he imagines a scene from an everyday life with Hestia. The scene involves Hestia in a one-piece dress and a fancy hat as they walk home from a shopping trip. Point is, Belle is really enamored with the possibility for a second until he starts remembering all the people he's met. More importantly, he remembers eyes. It's after Belle remembers eyes that Hestia asks the "do you like me" or the "do you love me" question. The understanding being that Hestia could see what Belle was thinking. She could see the hesitance in him. Now the whole thing with eyes is important because it reinforces the direction that Belle's heart is currently facing. Here you had a situation where Belle was turning away from a happy life with the goddess that he revered, with eyes being the visage that he quote couldn't leave behind. This little mental struggle reinforced the idea that Belle was not romantically interested in Hestia but was instead interested to a bigger degree in eyes. From there we head into the "do you like me" scene. The next big thing here is when Belle says he respects Hestia. You see this in the anime and you could see well enough Belle really admires his goddess. The novel went one step forward to characterize that Belle didn't understand what Hestia meant when she said that she liked or loved him. Hestia saw this confusion in him and was really shaken by it, and she was really hanging on to some hope that Belle was going to say something to follow up. Now, all in all, these parts of the scene are just elements that continue the characterization of Hestia passionately loving Belle and of Belle's awestruck admiration not letting him see Hestia's feelings. These were characterizations that by this point you should have already noticed, but at this moment in the novel, it was cool to see how far it went, especially when you had Hestia being so straightforward. For the Hestia Belle fans, it's definitely like one of those nice moments, although when you consider where Belle's mind ultimately lies, it kind of just shies away from the Hestia x Belle possibility. Anyway, the poor boy really is oblivious like everyone says. Anyway, big takeaways from the scene. Hestia really has some intense love for Belle, and Belle has no idea that that's even possible while also having a special place in his heart for eyes. That's pretty much the big takeaway. And just to really hammer this home, just extra little trivia here, Hestia legitimately loves Belle. The gods in Horario are known to have intense love that manifests in different ways as according to the gods. Hestia's love for Belle is one that according to her would transcend time and death if it's up to her. And it's pretty scary. Like, that's the kind of scary thought, but that's something that Belle's also told about. He's told that he must not fear a god's love. You know what? Maybe we'll get that scene later on in the season. Anyway, one last fun fact to close up the video. One of the reasons that Hestia didn't grow her familia is because she wanted to be alone with Belle. Amen. Some gods just love too passionately. Anyway, that's it for me. That's all we got for the quick trivia video. Stay on the lookout for more videos though, because there's a few more things that were missed that are worth covering. I just started with this one because this was a very short video to make. The other things that were skipped are a little bit heftier in terms of content. So keep an eye on that. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day. Wow, this worked out well. And of course, remember, help out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Only if you think it's worthwhile though. Anyway, yes, till next time, hope you have an absolutely great day.